Hello, everyone. It's Kelly Schneider, and this is What's Up Peoria, a very special edition because today I have the pleasure of interviewing and viewing some of the artwork up close and personal of Monte de Gallo. So, say hello.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, all right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about because you're a busy guy. I mean, I went from all of a sudden driving down to being like, I think it was a rhino, might have been the first one I saw. It was a rhino or an elephant. And then they're everywhere, which is amazing. So
thank you so much, Kelly.
Okay, so how many do you have on display throughout Peoria right now?
So at the present moment, there is only one on display. It's at the corner of Lake and University in the Peoria Players Theater.
I did see that when it was being put up, actually. So.
Yes. So that one is the only one on display. However, this coming weekend, we are having a large display of many pieces. There will be a couple of bulls and giraffes and rhinos and horses. And
oh my gosh.
Yes, we will have a giant array of many pieces. And you'll see many of these smaller pieces here as well. These are a new addition that we've just started to be creating. Much more affordable for people. They can put them in their home and their garden on an end table. And they still have the unique character and essence of the large pieces, except they don't cost the same price of a BMW 5 Series.
Aha. Yes. Well, the giraffe is my spirit animal, so I was pretty excited to see that might be a little closer to my price range. So you said that these are going to be on display. Where are they going to be throughout Peoria, or are you talking at the Big Picture event?
Yes, thank you for that.
Nice segue.
Specifically, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. this coming Saturday, October 12th, it's the Big Picture Street Festival. We are I'm taking part just as one of the artists. There are many artists the entire day. And it's a free family affair. It's free family fun. There's no cost. You can come out, participate in the artwork that is being created. There will be music and food and beer and all sorts of good things that any festival should have.
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing. I think this is the second year now, correct, for the Big Picture festival. So if you've ever even considered, could I be an artist? Go, you will be an artist. It's amazing. And you'll get to meet awesome artists around from the area like Monty here, who might inspire you to try some other stuff. So,
and in addition to that, Kelly, may I expound upon that thought of becoming an artist? I believe that everyone is an artist. When you are a child, the very first thing you do isn't a data entry. It's not something that is, more clerical or, engineering. It is your drawing on a piece of paper, your coloring. You are creating artwork in the sandbox. Everyone is an artist. It's just, it is like any other skill or talent. You must tap into it and
nurture it.
Yes.
Nurture it.
Energy flows where attention goes. So if you put your attention in a certain area, it will grow and it will develop and it will blossom into a beautiful flower.
I love that. That was beautifully said, honestly. I mean,
I thank you.
No, thank you. That was fantastic. So I don't want to lose track of a couple of things here because I think you mentioned that there was going to be some sort of a collaborative art piece that could be there, that you could put a small, tiny portion of your own creativity on this piece. Do you want to expand on that a little bit?
Yes. So at the Big Picture Art Festival, we are going to be creating a piece of artwork that I'm calling Never a Penny Short.
Oh.
And the reason I like that is because, in our humdrum lives of everyday existence, people, they get bogged down with the bills and just things that maybe are just getting through. But when you see that penny on the ground, you should never ever walk over it.
Never.
You should go by and pick it up and say a small prayer and say, "Thank you, God, for this symbol of abundance that is flowing into my life."
Oh my God.
And you put that in your pocket, and it is a symbol and a reminder how blessed you are. So the Never a Penny Short project is a community art project that it's just a fun thing. And the 14-foot tall giraffe that you may have seen around town, we've actually produced 2 finished pieces. One of them is being turned into a golden bronze patina. And the other one will be at the Big Picture Art Festival, where we are going to cover the entire giraffe in pennies.
Oh my gosh.
So bring your pennies. You can affix as many as you like. And if you are a penny short, have no fear. We will have many pennies at your disposal
That you can share.
Yes.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, so make sure you're there, first of all, to add the penny to this, because you want to be a part of a project like this, I would think. You know what I mean? You could say, that was my penny right there. And it's a 14-foot tall giraffe.
Yes. And eventually the overall goal with this project is we will sell it to some investor and an institution, and I'm going to donate 10% of the proceeds directly back to the Big Picture Street Festival nonprofit. It is a bona fide 501c3 nonprofit, and it is promoting the arts right here in the Peoria area.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. That's so great. I love how that went from being just a small random thing. I think it was the car at C.T. Gabbard's place, actually, and then turned into this amazing festival that so many people can participate in and get creative and feel confident to open up back to that part of their lives. Like you said, everybody does
Thank you for the reminder. We told you when it was. It's October 12th, this coming Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., but we didn't say where. It is at the corner of MacArthur and Adams, and the C.T. Gabbard construction is the start of it. We're shutting down the entire street of Adams, and that's where all of these artists will be producing and displaying their artwork, and it's just going to be a grand old affair of lots of fun. Free family fun. There's no cost.
That's right. Well, bring a penny if you want to participate in that one. Or bring a few and share with friends. I don't know. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So I know that, you know, you're not just involved in the Peoria Big Picture thing, but you were also involved with the Peoria Promise. So that was a couple weeks ago. So why don't you tell us about that?
Definitely. So, you know, I know quite a few people in town, and this lovely lady reached out to me. She's a local real estate agent, and her name is Rhonda Milburn.
I love Rhonda.
And Rhonda reached out to me, and she said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you could maybe donate a piece or two to this event? And this is the first time I've ever heard of it. The Peoria Promise is a local nonprofit organization that gives grants to local high schoolers to go to ICC and get their 2-year degree, either in a trade skill or to go on to a 4-year university. And I believe it's over 11 years old, and they've raised over $5 million for this cause. And so anyway, so Rhonda reached out to me, and I had a prior engagement that I ended up canceling and participating in. MJ Shetler, the director of Peoria Promise, invited me to be the guest of honor. So I took part, and
You can't turn down an invitation
I know.
like that. I mean,
it was so much fun. And so what I did was I actually donated 4 pieces. There was a giraffe like this right here. There was some little birds. Excuse me, may I?
oh, yes.
There was some little birds that I improved and embellished a little more with, I painted a small little stripe on each one of the feathers and made some feathering underneath, and accented the petals here a little bit with a painted leafing pen. And this one sold at the auction for $1,700. So it was a grand success.
Wow.
In total, we raised over,
Get this guy up here.
almost $9,000.
Wow.
It was, to be exact, it was $8,900. This little bad boy here This one went for $3,300, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful event. I'm so glad I could participate. We also had 2 large pieces on display at that event. And
That's not large, trust me, if you if you haven't seen it yet.
So, yes, there was a Raging Cape Buffalo that we refinished. I'm not sure if they can see it here. It's on my phone. Anyway.
We'll post a picture.
Yes.
We will post a picture of it because it's amazing.
Excellent. So we had a Raging Cape Buffalo on display, and we had a giant quarter horse. I'm calling it Horatio, the handsome horse.
I love that.
And the other one was Brutus, the bodacious buffalo. And
Love this.
and I had a thought that there's many fundraisers around the country. There's festivals.
Even just here in Peoria.
Oh,
you
yes,
know?
yes. And, there's so many thoughts. And actually, may I tell the story of how we met?
Yes.
Okay, so I had a workshop in my studio at my father's warehouse in North Pekin. And he's a successful businessman in the area. He imports olive oil from Italy. And we were we were kind of butting heads on a few things. So I'd rather him be my very interesting father rather than my interesting landlord.
Absolutely.
So anyway, I was looking for a place, and I don't believe in happenstance or chance.
Okay.
And I believe it was fate that allowed me to find this place. It's an industrial center. There was many metal workers and tradesmen and craftsmen here. And the spot that I have is the spot that a wonderful artist, Kyle Chipman, and Lonnie Stewart was sharing.
Okay.
And they moved out into a larger spot, and I moved into the other spot. And the person right next to that is soon to be Kelly's brother-in-law. I learned recently. His name is Roger
Crew.
Roger Crew. And he has been a great asset. He's been helping me refinish a lot of these pieces. One of the most recent ones I'm very proud of. It's actually Roger's idea. I have to give him credit.
That's awesome.
He said, you should cover one of the large rhinos in rhino liner and sell it to the rhino liner company. And I thought, you know what? Let's do that. So at the Big Picture Art Festival, you shall see a giant black rhino with the rhino liner, just like the rhino's skin.
It is amazing from what I've seen.
And we left the bare metal rusted and orange and grays and blacks on the horn and his eyes, and he's just coming to life, this black, beautiful rhino. And that will be there. And yes, and I mean, it's just been really a dream come true. It's such a great collaborative with these tradesmen and craftsmen, and actually.
And that's how you met me.
Yes, yes, and thank you for inviting me, Kelly.
Yes.
It's so nice to do this. I love local things here in Peoria. I grew up in this area. I've lived all over, only to come back home.
Sure.
And speaking of living all over, the actual inspiration for doing these pieces was on a trip to East Africa.
Okay.
Yes, I was on safari in Kenya, East Africa. This was now 8 years ago, and I've been to Kenya many times since then. But when you go on safari and you see these animals in person,
I can't imagine.
it is absolutely awe-inspiring. The grandiosity of these animals and their splendor are just amazing. So I'm on safari, I see all these things, and I'm also seeing some local people creating some rudimentary pieces of metal artwork. Okay. And the image was planted in my mind, and I thought, what if I could design these pieces and work with these tradesmen and create some employment for them and some opportunity for them. and create this brand. So, a lot of people want to give me credit solely for producing all of this, but we are an art production company with almost 16 employees and contractors, and who.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's to create these pieces on a grand scale. Creates needs a grand collaborative, and it's just so exciting to be doing this. I've been an entrepreneur and an artist at heart my entire life, but I really feel that I'm coming into something that I love to do, and it's been 7 years in the making. And we did. If you go on my website, sculpturesbymonte.com. On the About page, you'll see one of our first elephants that we produced about 7 years ago, and it looks nothing like the ones today. It has the ears, it has the eyes, it has the legs. That's about it.
Did it have a trunk? How did you know it was an elephant?
Yeah. And the trunk was in the front, believe it or not.
Oh, all right,
yeah, so that's good.
Right. That's good. It's the makings of.
Yes. And it's just like anything else, the more you do it, the better you get, and so on and so forth. And, we started producing these pieces, and there's many other pieces yet to come. It's not 100% in writing. However, we are starting to do a custom piece for the Tin Lizard. The Tin Lizard. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, of course I have.
Yeah, so it's like a bar and a restaurant, like nightclub. They have
It's over there at the Paradise.
That's right. They totally renovated that whole front section, and they have karaoke on Thursday nights, and they have
live music all weekend.
That's right.
Peoria Music Live.
So at the Peoria Promise event, I believe it was Corey Rutherford was at the Peoria Promise event, and she had one of her right-hand ladies reach out to me, and I met with her, and we had a wonderful conversation, and now we are in the talks of maybe creating a giant lizard for the wall as soon as you walk in.
If you don't do that, you're making a huge mistake. You should do this. It will be so neat. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Very cool.
Definitely.
So, all right, we know that we're going to be able to check out your art at the festival this weekend. And where else could they possibly find you this weekend, at least?
Thank you. So, this is, seems like my entire life is a very little organization, and I just go, and sometimes...
I think we all feel that way. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Things happen. So one of the things that is happening on Sunday, October 13th, is I will be displaying some large pieces and many of the small pieces for sale, actually. The Big Picture Art Festival is nothing is for sale, just for display.
It's just for fun.
Right.
Get to check it out.
Exactly. But I will be at the Spoon River Drive, just west of Farmington, and I've never taken part in Spoon River Drive, but I've heard many good things about it.
It's great.
And I got in at the last moment, and I found a spot and organized everything. So we will be there from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Just west of Farmington. And I don't even know the road. It's
on Farmington Road. It's on 116.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I've been around a little while. I know those places.
All they told me, they said, once you get past Farmington, there's a 4-way stop where we will be a subway. Make a right at the subway. Okay. And then the road will automatically bend to the left, and you will be right there in a tent.
Okay. I actually know exactly what you're talking about based on that description, I swear. By the way, go to the, when you're there, if you like really bad food for you, there's, I think it's called Bee's Diner or something like that. Yes. They've got great food there, so make sure. And it should be right across from you. So, yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
For sure. So get your window shopping done on Saturday at the Big Picture event, and then go buy the pieces from the Spoon River Drive on Sunday. Check out the other small pieces.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So was there anything else you want to touch on for this right now, or are we really just pushing Big Picture?
That's the main part of it, as any endeavor goes. it gets better and better
Definitely.
as you proceed. There's many things I want to do with the website, and I'd like to take part in more festivals next year. I'd like to maybe have a display at the Morton Pumpkin Festival next year. I missed it this year. I had too much going on.
It's all right.
But one other thing, it's not 100% for sure, but quite possibly you will see some of these pieces at Donovan Park.
Okay.
Where Sid's in the Park here is a wonderful restaurant, and they will be on display for an unknown amount of time.
Awesome. So, this is what I love about Peoria, which is exactly what you said about coming back. It's like the community here is just so amazing, and we're really starting to integrate the arts with all of the other stuff that we have, because we have great dining experiences, we have great music stuff going on, we have great art, and great comedy. So I love seeing all of these things really start to get promoted so much around the community, and I'm really excited that I got to talk to you more, to let my people know more about you and where they can find you, and I'm sure we will have you back on in the future if you feel so inclined.
Yes, I would like to, but the next time I'm coming, I'm bringing my platform shoes, because this tall drink of water makes me look short. I'm not that short. I'm actually an above average man, okay? She just happens to be extremely, extremely above average for a woman. I swear, I'm not a short man, okay?
It's all right. This is why the giraffe is my spirit animal, I tell you what. So, just as a recap, everybody, make sure that you go check out his website, which is it's Sculptures by Monte.
That's right.
There we go. Sculptures by Monte. Make sure you go to the Big Picture Festival that's going on this weekend. You can meet him. You can participate in the awesome giraffe sculpture that's about to go down. That's really awesome. Absolutely. Super great. And then you can go and buy some of his pieces there at the Spoon River Drive. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you get the chance to meet Monte. Make sure you get a picture with him and maybe post it on my comments. And we will see you around next time. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you, Kelly. It was my pleasure.
Wonderful. And then we just stand here kind of awkwardly for a second.
PeoriaLife.com